ovens and toasters, MP3s and TV screens, even roller coasters.
Without them, clocks stop ticking.
Without them, lights go out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
The electric train.
Woo 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 woo! Zoom! Zoom! And suddenly, the Earth is attacked by an alien spaceship. Pew pew pew! If help arrives here on time, we'll be saved. Move faster, faster. Come on, get off the train. Move it, move it.
Tom Thomas, we came here to play.
Ah, finally you're here. I need some aliens for this game.
What kind of aliens are you talking about?
Just plain old aliens. You know the ones. They come destroy the Earth and just about everything.
We don't want to destroy anything at all. Why can't we be, the train engineers, huh?
Train engineers? You don't know anything about driving a train.
Oh, we know plenty about trains.
Humans invented the railroad long ago, but back then, the rails were made out of wood. People didn't start making metal rails until the end of the 18th century. But the first railroad cars had no engines to give them their power. Instead, they used horses to pull them along. Later, horses were replaced by the steam engine. Wood and coal would burn in their furnaces to boil the water in the boilers, making the steam that turned their wheels. And the Fixies were there to help those trains go, making sure all of the parts could work together smoothly. But now steam engines have long gone away. The railroad uses electricity now for its power. These electric trains race along the railway at almost the speed of an airplane.
So you might know trains, but you'll still be the aliens. This railroad is mine. So you're gonna play the way I want. The train is unloaded and leaving the station. Woo!
You can play choo-choo by yourself.
And I will.
Pew, 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 pew.
Hey, why did you stop? This doesn't help either. It's not going at all. Simka! Nolik! Where are you? Did I hurt your feelings or something? Mom, is Dad gonna be home soon?
No, is something the matter?
We've been attacked by evil aliens. The train has to be fixed right away, or we'll never escape them.
You want some tea?
I've got to think of something. Simka, Nolik, I know you're in there. Please forgive me if I hurt your feelings. I'm really sorry. There's nobody but you that can save the world from the evil aliens.
All right, it talked us back into it. Well, let's go and check the rails. Nolik, follow me. I'm faster. Whoa! Well, so much for being faster. But it looks like I found the brake. Tom Thomas, the rails are broken.
I know, and so?
You know, but that's why your train's not running. Just like a real train, model trains run on electricity. But there aren't any batteries inside the locomotive to pull the other cars. The engine gets its electricity from the rails. Each piece of the rail has a wire in it. If the rails come apart, the electricity can't flow through the track and get to the train. And without electricity, the train's engine just stops going. So reconnect the rails and your train will run again.
Put them together. Yes! Hooray! The train's running! Way to go! So will you play with me now?
And which way are we playing this time?
Whatever you want, I'm with you. The train rushes down the track with Nolik as its engineer, when suddenly from out of the sky comes an alien spaceship.
Greetings to you, O people of planet Earth. I come from far away, from another galaxy.
Have you come to destroy everything?
No, I've come to fix it all. Oh!
Okay, children, for today's lesson, we're going to learn about the microwave oven. It's a very special appliance that people use to heat all sorts of different foods up.
Oh, wow. Is there any chance that we could get heated up here?
You'll find out about that too, if you'll pay attention, of course.
Whoa! Got it? Now listen carefully.
I'm listening.
Of course, young Fixies go to school just like human kids, but their parents teach them a lot of important lessons too. Fixie parents take their kids on tours of all sorts of different devices and teach them what Fixies can do to keep them working properly. They like to show them how the computers or televisions or gaming systems work, or any one of the many appliances they take care of inside of the kitchen, like the stove. Every once in a while, a new device appears in the house, something that the Fixies have never dealt with before. To learn how this new thing works, the Fixies gather together and read the instructions that the humans keep printing up, but almost never seem to take the time to read for themselves.
And so now it's time to look at the magnetron. That's what emits the microwaves.
Oh, and so the food absorbs the microwaves, and that's what heats it up.
That's right. And now, look carefully to your left.
Hooray! Freedom!
Oh, Tom Thomas! What do you say? Want to watch cartoons?
I can't. I need to do my homework.
Then just do it quickly.
For some reason, whenever I start doing homework, I always get hungry for some food.
Then just eat faster.
No. The faster I eat, the sooner I'll have to start doing my homework. It already got cold. I need to go warm it up. 1 minute should be enough.
These aren't just ordinary wires. These are for...
Marcia, what's going on?
It looks like it might be an overload. The microwave might burn out.
Then we better run out of here.
What do you mean, run? We need to save this microwave.
Simka and Marcia are inside.
Simka, I need your help. Tadish.
Oh, what's wrong with the microwave? It looks like it just broke.
Who cares if it broke? What matters is that Simka and Marcia aren't broken.
Look, there's no one here.
Of course not. We were behind the wall. You wouldn't believe what happened in there. Oh, there you go. Tom Thomas, why did you put that fork into the microwave?
Why not? You mean I'm not allowed?
Remember, never put any metal objects into a microwave. If you put forks or spoons in a microwave, you can burn it out. And then not even a Fixie will be able to fix it. Even a thin metal border on a plate can cause serious problems. Also, never warm up food in sealed packages or bottles inside a microwave. And one last thing, don't even think of cooking eggs in their shells in there. They'll just explode.
sorry, I didn't know any of that.
Nolik, and what were you thinking? Why didn't you warn Tom Thomas about this? Oh, Oh, today you skipped school. And now you don't know it either. Nolik, where are you going? I'm talking to you.
Huh, where else? I gotta go study all about microwaves.
And I'll go do my homework now.
But first you'll sit down and eat for a while, right?
No, I'm not gonna eat food. First I'll go and play some games for an hour or so.
No way. You'll miss for sure.
No problem.
Huh. Anybody can do that. But I bet you can't do it if you tried bouncing the ball off the floor first.
Just look. Oh, what are my parents gonna do to me? Maybe we should call Simka. Simka!
And what's Simka gonna do to us when she sees this?
So, got yourself in trouble, huh? You shouldn't be playing with a ball inside. And now we have your lamp to fix.
But how? Only my dad can reach all the way up there.
Why just your dad? You have a hot air balloon over there.
That doesn't fly. It's just a toy, see?
Well, it might be just a toy to you, but for us Fixies, it's absolutely real. If an object is lighter than water, it floats up to the surface. And in the same way, if something is lighter than air, it floats upward. Did you know that hot air is lighter than cold air? Well, it is. And that means if you warm up the air in a balloon, it will float up. Hot air balloons use special gas burners to heat up the air inside of them so they will get lighter. And the bigger the balloon, the more people it can take up into the air.
I know what you're saying, but where do we get a burner?
You think Fixies don't have their own burners?
Huh! Sure we've got them. Bring it down here, and I'll go talk to our parents.
No, no, and no. The human child must never see us.
Listen now, Simka. We already don't approve of him seeing you and Nolik.
He won't look. Papas, please. You're the one who told us how you dreamed of flying since you trained to go into space.
Yeah, for 2 years I waited on standby, but I never went up.
And you've never flown in a hot air balloon either, honey.
So let's call it a deal. I talked them into it. There's just one condition. You can't watch.
Okay.
You can come in now.
Now prepare the burner.
Coming right up. Permission for takeoff?
Permission is granted. And off we go!
Hooray! It's flying! Don't you peek. Turn around.
Oh, it was an accident.
I'm going to evaluate the damage.
Maintaining proper altitude.
So, they've reached the spot.
Air balloons are really awesome. I wonder, who figured out how to do that?
It was the Montgolfiers.
The hot air balloon was invented in the 18th century by the Montgolfier brothers from France. In those days, there were no gas burners, so they heated the air inside the balloon by burning straw. At first, there were no passengers on their balloon. Not counting the Fixies, of course. I mean, how else could a balloon get up in the air without them? Unfortunately, the names of the first Fixies who took that flight were not recorded in the annals of history. Following the Fixies' flight, the next passengers were animals: a ram, a rooster, and a duck. And it was not until those three safely landed after flying a full 4 kilometers that humans dared to fly in hot air balloons themselves. Ever since their invention, hot air balloons have also gone by another name: Montgolfiers.
Hooray!
Tadish!
Didish!
All right. Simka, please let your parents know that I'm so very thankful.
Okay, by the way, now you can turn around.
You know, Simka, let's fly the balloon just like them.
There's no way, Nolik. We would need to use the burner, and kids aren't allowed to play with fire.
I'll give you a ride. Look, I still need to put it back up on the shelf, so climb in and let's do it.
Oh, yeah! This is great, Simka. Look at us. We're flying just like the Montgolfier brothers.
What do you mean, like brothers?
Okay, then, like brother and sister Montgolfier.
Chusaka, get away from here. So where did it go? Oh, here it is.
Hey there, Tom Thomas.
So what's on the disc?
Hi there, Nolik. Hi there, Simka. It's a cartoon about Gulliver in the land of Lilliput. My friend Jeannie let me borrow it. I have it till tomorrow.
And what's the story about?
Well, it's about this guy who gets shipwrecked where people are just so teeny tiny.
Fixies, you mean?
No, not Fixies. Lilliputians.
Lilliputians?
Uh-huh. Know what, Simka? I think that you Fixies might have come from those Lilliputians.
No way! Our grandpa told us a completely different story of the Fixies.
When something is very well made, then the saying goes that it was made with just a little bit of soul. In old times, craftsmen made things to last, and in each appliance, they would leave just a little piece of their soul. Those little pieces of their soul would turn into tiny craftsmen called Fixies, who would then make the appliance their home and take care of it every day. And that's how the very first Fixies came about. But as the years have passed, fewer things are being made by hand, and more things are getting made by machines in factories. That means there are less and less new Fixies coming from human souls. Luckily, Fixies can fall in love with each other and have their own family, raising their children and teaching them well, so they'll grow up to become skillful and honest master Fixie repairmen.
So you're mistaken. We're not Lilliputians at all. We're Fixies.
Yeah, Fixies.
Listen, Tom Thomas, why don't you show us the movie?
Yeah, I want to learn about Lilliputians too. Really, I do.
Sure, I'll show you. Oh no, what's going on? I broke it. I can't give her back a disc that's messed up.
Don't panic. We'll take a look at it. Come lay it down over here.
Tom Thomas, why is this disc all covered in jelly?
Because I was touching it with my fingers. I mean, what else?
It's obvious you don't know how a disc works at all.
And you know how it works?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah?
If we take a look at a digital disc through a powerful microscope, we can see rows of tiny valleys of different lengths. These valleys are actually a code for the cartoons, games, or music recorded onto the disc. Inside a disc player, a laser beam reads the code and helps turn it back into pictures and sounds. But if you scratch the disc or smudge the disc with dirty fingers, the laser can't read it and the disc won't play. That's why you need to keep discs clean and stored in cases. So that's why you should only hold discs along the edges. And when you're done watching them, you have to put them back inside their boxes.
And what about this one? Do we have to get rid of it?
Not so fast. Nolik, this calls for a major cleaning. Let's get the brooms. There you go. Now you're holding it right.
Hooray! The disc works fine.
Hooray! Now we can watch the movie about the Lilliputians.
Hey, Gulliver, why are you sitting there? You've seen this movie already.
I know in what?
What? Look at that pile of discs. Where do you need to put them?
In their boxes.
But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. But if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out.
Tom Thomas, you'll be late for school if you don't stop.
School? Don't you worry.
What's he breaking this time?
This time, nothing. He's solving a Rubik's Cube, Nolik.
Whose cube is it?
The Rubik's Cube is the most popular puzzle game in the whole world. It was invented by Professor Rubik from Hungary. A cube has 6 sides on it. And on a Rubik's Cube, each of these sides has 9 squares that are all the same color. You start by mixing up the colors. To solve a Rubik's Cube, you have to turn the pieces, and you keep turning and turning them until each side is one solid color again. For instance, red or yellow or light blue.
That's nothing. Hey, Tom Thomas, how long have you been messing around with this cube already?
It's been 3 whole days of turning.
3 whole days? We could solve that puzzle in 5 minutes, now couldn't we, Simka?
Oh, really? Then go right ahead. I'm off to school.
Well, you ready to show Tom Thomas who's boss?
Just count me out.
Hey, I thought you said Rubik's Cubes are easy to solve.
I never said anything like that. This problem is all yours, Mr. Bragger.
All right, I'll figure it out myself.
Hey, Nolik, looks like you've got a problem.
Oh, hi, Fire. Now I'm good. Just solving this Rubik's Cube.
Yeah? Can I do it with you?
What, you can do it?
Of course I can. How hard can it be?
You'll see for yourself. Try getting all the red squares on one side.
Piece of cake. Now hold it tight.
Great, I'm with you. Whoa!
You mean like that?
Class. And what about this side?
What?
This side's gotta be all blue.
Okay, let's go fix it. There, like you wanted.
Now what happened to the red side?
Huh?
Simka was telling me that on each side there has to be one color.
Oh, like Simka'd be able to do this?
Simka can do it all.
Well, if Simka can, then I can too.
Oh! Fire! You busted the cube!
I didn't bust it. I took it apart. Now let's put it together. And not just any way, but the right way.
Puzzles are toys, games, or problems that force you to use your mind in a clever and creative way. Take a labyrinth, for example. In a labyrinth, the challenge is to find the one way to get through a series of tangled corridors. Another fun puzzle is a jigsaw puzzle. Here, you need to put together a picture out of many little pieces. For this, you need to not only pay attention, but be patient. And there are all sorts of puzzles for the computer. One popular computer puzzle is Tetris. In Tetris, different shapes fall down the screen, and you have to think quickly to get them to line up into rows. And solving puzzles isn't only a great activity for people, it's good for Fixies, too. That's right, puzzles are like exercises for our brain.
There, all done.
Nolik, you better hurry, because Tom Thomas is on his way home.
Hi there, Simka.
Just take a look at this. We did it.
I can't believe it.
Whoa! Oh, it was a piece of cake.
Simka, Nolik, I'm back.
Well, I'm out of here.
Ciao! Woohoo!
Wow, you really solved it.
It was Nolik.
Nolik, you are cool. So how?
You see, first you break it apart into all of the pieces, and then you put it all back together.
No.
That's cheating. You gotta turn the cube, not take it apart. Now I'll solve this cube, honestly.
I don't think you can.
Why you so sure?
I glued it together,
How come?
so you'll stop straining your brain with it. Now the cube will always be the right way.
But if it doesn't turn, it's not a Rubik's Cube.
Well, yeah. Now it's a Nolik's cube, right?
Oh, Thomas, that door of yours squeaks terribly.
Yeah, and it's not easy to open either.
Well, that's because the hinges are rubbing. That's why your door is not working right.
How can I fix it?
Just reduce the amount of friction.
How?
With some oil on the hinges. I can do it for you because I've got a pack-a-mat.
All right.
Simka, can I help you?
Sure you can. Wear the pack-a-mat, all right? Friction is the force that tries to stop something from sliding or rubbing smoothly against something else. Rubbing can make things wear out quickly if there's a lot of friction. If you want less friction, you need to put something on the parts that rub against each other, like oil. There are special kinds of grease used to keep clocks and wheels turning smoothly. And for skis, a special kind of wax can be used to make them go even faster. That's it. Now the top hinge. It's all done. Go ahead and check how it's working.
It's not squeaking.
I told ya.
You guys are the best. I gotta go.
Go where?
I'm gonna go sledding.
Maybe you'll take me with you?
Sorry, Nolik. You don't have a sled to ride on. I'll see you later. Simka, should I grease the saucer?
What for? It'll slide down the hill just the way it is.
Ah, okay then.
Wait here for me, Nolik. I'll be back real soon with a surprise for you.
Yeah, oil slippery. I know what I'll do. Wow! Talk about no friction! Hey, anyone? Help! Simka!
Nolik, are you all right? Just stay where you are. I'll be right there.
Papoose! Help us, please!
Who called for me? Help is on the way!
Hey, what are you up to?
Grandpa, stay away from here!
You'll fall over.
Huh? What did you say?
Stay where you are!
What happened here?
I poured some oil on the table
Why'd you do that?
to reduce friction.
That's brilliant.
Nobody move. I know exactly what to do.
And what was the problem you had with the friction?
I want to see all of this oil gone in 5 minutes.
Engineers are in a constant battle with the force of friction. They want less friction so that cars will run faster and their parts will wear out less quickly. But just imagine what the world would be like if all of a sudden there was simply no friction at all. Everything would start slipping out of our hands and falling off the table. Knots would untie themselves, and that's not the half of it. Cars wouldn't be able to run without friction either. Wheels would spin around and around in one place, unable to grab onto the road. We wouldn't even be able to walk. Because when we walk, we move forward by pushing off the ground with our feet. And how can we do that without friction? We can't. So now I think you can see why it's not so bad to have a little bit of friction in our lives.
Whew. We cleaned it.
But it's still so stinky.
Nolik, I completely forgot. I promised you a surprise. Look,
What is it?
I made you your very own saucer for sledding.
Oh, that's great. Only, what good is this thing without snow?
Nolik, hey, look what I've got for you.
Snow?
Yeah.
Is it real snow? Really?
Yep, now you've got your very own hill to sled on.
This is great! What an awesome surprise!
And you don't need oil to make it go quickly.
Yeehaw!
Everything's fine here, too. I wish something would break for a change. It's already been a week and nothing's broken in here.
Stop worrying. Everything breaks at some point.
Well, nothing seems to ever break inside of this house.
That's because we take such good care of it.
No, Masya, it's boring with no real work to do. We should move somewhere else.
When Fixies graduate from school, they must choose the place where they want to work. Some will work at factories, and some on ships, and some in theaters, and some in hospitals, too. Fixies are needed everywhere. Now, Fixie families with children like to choose places that are a bit quieter. Usually, they'll settle inside of people's houses. It's not too noisy there, like in a factory, but there's still plenty of work to do. They need to check on appliances like computers, vacuum cleaners, telephones, irons, and washing machines. And Fixies always try their best. They just love being busy with work. And so if there's nothing broken in the house, Fixie families will move to a new place where there's much more work to be done.
Nolik, did you hear that?
I don't want to move anywhere.
But think about the kids, dear. They've got their school and friends here.
Do you like this friend of theirs? A human kid playing with Fixie kids. You know as well as I that it's just not right. All right, then. If nothing's broken down before the end of the day, that's all. We gotta move.
Oh, no, I can't. Tom Thomas comes home the day after tomorrow, and we'd be gone by then.
Pull yourself together.
And I won't see him anymore at all?
Nolik, I have an idea.
What idea?
If something happens to break down before the end of the day, then we're not moving.
But what if nothing breaks?
Calm down. We're gonna make sure of it.
Simka, you're a genius. But how can we make sure of it?
We're going to use a crowbar. A crowbar is powerful and simple. It's nothing more than a heavy metal bar with either sharp or flat ends. It can be very helpful for breaking through concrete or ice. It can also be used as a lever to root out a tree stump or move a boulder. If one end of the bar has a claw cut into it, then it's good for pulling out nails. Yes, sometimes the simplest tools are the most powerful ones.
Do we have that tool?
We've got our pack-a-mat, and it's got everything.
Yay!
In gadgets and devices, our work will never end. Appliances are fickle, they need a loyal friend. At morning, noon, and midnight of every single day. When there is an emergency, you know we're on our way. 1, 2, 3, inside we'll be to fix what's wrong, till it runs strong. 1, 2, 3, inside we'll be all day and night. We fix things right.
How about you let me try?
Go on. Nolik! What are you thinking?
I'm doing like you were doing.
No, you're not.
Now I'm confused.
First off, whatever you break's gotta look like it broke all by itself.
Oh, I gotcha.
And second, you gotta break it in some way that can be fixed later.
Did someone say something needs fixing? Or am I hearing things?
Papas, we just found out that the television's broken down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, And one of the keys on the keyboard is stuck.
For real?
For real. And the clock's not running either.
Oh ho! Marcia, our life is getting back on the right track.
Should we fix them?
Yeah, what else? We are the Fixies.
We live to keep on working, and work for us is fun. So we'll just keep on working, 'cause our work's never done. And deep inside of gadgets, if you look when it's dark, you might just see us race around like multicolored sparks. 1, 2, 3, Tadish! Inside we'll be
Tadish!
to fix what's wrong. Tadish! Till it runs strong. 1, 2, 3, Tadish! Inside we'll be
Tadish!
all day and night. Tadish! We fix things right.
Tadish! Oh, that was a lot to do.
You'd almost think that somebody broke it on purpose.
Well, we didn't do it.
It broke by itself.
Yeah, this apartment still needs a lot of work. We shouldn't move anywhere. I like it here.
So do I.
It's the best.
See, we don't need to go anywhere.
Tom Thomas, what you doing?
Nolik, leave me alone.
No, really. What is that?
Quit distracting me, will you? Nolik, look at what you've done.
I?
It's all because you wouldn't quit it.
Wouldn't quit what?
I was struggling with that thing for half an hour and you ruined it. Ugh.
Whoa! Ah! Oh! Hey, Tom Thomas, can you hear me? Tom Thomas, let me out!
Nolik, is that you banging?
Yeah,
And how did you end up in there?
none of your business.
Why are you so rude to me?
'Cause I feel like it.
Oh, yeah? Enjoy sitting there.
Well, who needs you?
Goodbye.
Oh, Simka, what happened to you? Did you bang yourself?
And so what?
Does it hurt?
Leave me alone, Tula. You always have to be fussing over everybody.
Come on, why are you so angry, huh?
Nolik was rude to me.
That means you have to be rude to me?
Forgive me, Tula.
And where's Nolik right now?
There.
Let's go see him. Nolik, it's Tula. Are you all right? I'm fine. Why were you so rude with your sister? 'Cause Tom Thomas was rude with me. I get it. It's a chain reaction. A what? Setting a log on fire isn't easy. But it's easy to light a match. Use the match to light kindling, the kindling to light a twig, and the twig to light the log. Have you ever seen a fire grow? It's an example of a typical chain reaction. So be extra careful with fire. Because just one match or little piece of smoldering coal can lead to a huge disaster. Yes, they can make a whole forest burst into flame and burn down to the ground. And all because of a simple chain reaction. I don't get you. What chain reaction? What do you mean, Nolik? Tom Thomas was rude to you, then you were rude to Simka, then Simka was rude with me.
So there it is, a chain reaction.
Yeah, and the rudeness was like a little spark. It just spread and spread and spread like a forest fire. Will you forgive me, Simka?
Yeah, all right.
I've got an idea. Why don't we try starting our very own chain reaction the other way around? What do you mean? Well, instead of spreading angry and rude feelings, we could spread happiness. But how? It's simple. All we need to do is smile and say nice things to each other.
What a great idea. We could work together and fix Tom Thomas's mood.
And I know how. Come help me pick up this domino, will you?
Everything in the whole universe is made up of atoms. Particles so extremely small that you can't even see them through a microscope. But when a tiny atom splits, it makes a tiny explosion. And that explosion can start another explosion, and another explosion, and another. And now you've got a chain reaction. And that's how a lot of tiny explosions work together to make the gigantic explosion of an atomic bomb, the deadliest weapon known to man. But atomic energy can also be used for peaceful purposes. For example, nuclear power plants use this energy to produce electricity and hot water. And nuclear-powered icebreakers can break through the thick Arctic ice so ships can sail on their way.
There, all done.
Nolik, bring him in.
And now we're gonna teach Tom Thomas how a chain reaction can work to make you feel really good.
He's coming. On your marks, now.
What's going on? No, really?
Tom Thomas, watch this.
That was so totally awesome! I can't believe what I saw. How did you do that? It was just a
chain reaction.
What?
A chain reaction.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
No.
Yeah!
No. Hey, what a thoughtful conversation you're having there. Been going on for a while?
Yeah!
No.
Simka, please tell Nolik what this is.
A present, right?
Uh-huh. From Katya.
And it's got a secret code right here, you see? There's no secret on there. They're just notes. Musical notes.
Ha! See? I told you.
Those squiggles could have been music. I don't believe you.
Come on, two people said the very same thing.
Simka is not a people. She's a Fixie.
Anyway, there are two of us.
You're ganging up on me. We're not ganging up on you, Nolik. Music is something you can play or listen to with your ears. But that's not all. You can also write it down. When we want to write down words, we use letters. And if we want to write down music, we use special symbols called musical notes. There are 7 notes: do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, and ti. The higher the sound, the higher the note sits on a set of 5 horizontal lines called a musical staff. Notes that look like this last longer, and notes like this are short, quick notes. Thanks to sheet music, people can read music like reading a book, and then sing or play it. Until I hear you play me what you say is there, I won't believe you.
On what? You know that we don't have any instruments.
Try using spoons to play it.
You think you're being funny?
Hey, stop arguing. I know how we can play this song. We can use water. Water? Let me get this straight. Are you trying to play the music, or are you trying to wash it? That's right. Pour it in there, Tom Thomas. Some more. Hear how the sound changes? Uh-huh. Stop. Now, start pouring water in this next glass until you hear the note called T. Stop. You got it.
Now pour here?
Yeah. We still have 1 note left.
And what do I do if my mom comes home? What do I say I'm doing?
That you're learning to play music while you're washing the dishes. That's it. That's the high do. Now we have all the notes we need. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. Class. Go on, Tom Thomas, play. How about we all play it together?
Musical sounds can be produced in a variety of different ways. Violins and cellos are played with a bow. When the bow is rubbed against the string vibrates like it's shivering, and that produces a beautiful sound. A guitar also has strings, but they make sound when they are plucked. And inside a piano are special hammers that hit the strings when the piano player presses down on the keys. Instruments like trumpets, trombones, flutes, and pipes make sound when air is blown through them. That's why they call them wind instruments. There are even instruments that make sound when they are rubbed by a wet finger. Try wetting your finger and carefully moving it around the rim of a wine glass. With a little bit of practice, you'll hear a lovely sound.
Well, are you two ready?
Yeah!
Great! All together now. I know this.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tom Thomas. Happy birthday to me.
Tom Thomas, we also wish you a happy birthday. You see, Nolik? And you didn't believe that this was music. But I was the first to guess which song it is.
Hey, thanks so much for helping me figure out Katya's present.
And how about sending a song to Katya? Yeah! We can write down the musical notes to a song about the Fixies.
The Fixies? We can.
We can't write down the words, but if it's just the notes there, then it's no problem. Hooray!
Want to play it?
Of course we do.
Adisa, do you want a cracker?
Wow, Tom Thomas, who is that?
Simka, Nolik, this is Adisa. My dad brought him from Africa.
I can't believe it! You've got a real parrot! Can he talk?
My dad said that he can, but I haven't heard him yet.
Well, let's see if he can. Okay, say, Adisa's a good bird. No, he should learn my name. That would be awesome. Adisa, say, Nolik. That's my name.
He doesn't want to talk about you, Nolik.
Maybe he doesn't know how to speak human language. Nolik. He doesn't know any languages at all.
Then how can he talk?
Parrots can repeat many of the different sounds that they hear. For instance, a dog's bark or the ring of the phone. Parrots can also mimic words or even whole sentences of human speech. But parrots don't understand the meaning of the words they are saying. They just repeat them like a music player. Hey, hello.
Hey, hello.
That's why you won't be able to have a real conversation with a parrot, even if it's the kind of parrot that can talk.
All right, then let's have him repeat something. Hey, Adisa, Tadish, it's the Fixie special sign.
Say it. Fixies have a special sign. Tadish.
My dad is back.
Let's hide, quickly.
Hi there. Well, how's it going? You two talking to each other yet?
I can't get him to say anything at all.
You can't? Adisa, how are you?
Adisa's a good parrot.
He wouldn't say anything before.
He's used to talking around me.
Adisa's a good parrot. Nolik, that's my name.
Whose name is Nolik?
No. He was saying he's got no luck in this game.
What kind of game?
Let's hide, quickly. Hide.
We were playing hide and seek.
With the parrot?
Uh-huh.
Fixies have a special sign. Fixies have a special sign.
What? Fixies? A special sign?
No. It was physics. It's a special science. That's what we're studying about right now at school. You know how special physics is.
Wow, that's impressive. Well, keep up the good work, son.
Whew.
The ability to repeat what humans say is not something unique to only parrots. Crows, starlings, and other animals can do it too. And besides animals, there are also machines that can repeat human speech. For instance, when you call somewhere and hear, "Leave your message after the tone," what you're hearing is a voicemail machine using a recorded voice to answer the call. Another example is the voice on trains and buses that is used to announce the stops. Those voices are usually recordings that are repeated over and over. Today, there are also artificial voices on computers, tablets, and smartphones that can read text and say it out loud. But even if a machine knows what you are saying, it can't know why you are saying it. Only people can figure that out. And Fixies, of course. Huh?
Tom Thomas, you're a hero. You really wiggled your way out of that one. And Adisha, bad parrot. He almost gave up our secret. Be careful with that parrot.
I get it. Adisa, listen, you. Forget everything we said.
And don't ever say Nolik, okay? Yeah, nothing about the Fixies at all.
Yeah, so if you meet a Fixie, please don't let their secret out. Got it?
Oh, he's nodding. Looks like he understands. Let's get out of here so he'll forget about us as soon as possible.
So if you meet a Fixie, please, don't let their secret... Ow! Tadish, tadish, tadish!
95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And 101, 102, 103, 104,
I forgot.
and 100 and... Nolik! Hey, come on!
Tom Thomas promised to give me a ride outside on his bicycle. I gotta get going.
Lucky you. I'd love to ride on a bike.
Yeah, it would be a lot of fun.
You're not allowed to go.
Why can't we?
Tom Thomas isn't your friend, all right? He only invited me. If you want to take a ride on a bicycle, then go find your own human friend to invite you. Well, Tom Thomas, you ready to go?
We can't. There's no way we can ride this. The tire's got a hole. I try to fill it, but the air comes out.
Well, then what should we do?
I thought you'd know what. You're the Fixie here.
I didn't study it yet. Hang on! Pula, Digit, wait a sec. We found a hole in one of the tires of the bicycle.
You mean the one that only gives rides to friends?
Don't be like that. Please help me out.
I thought Tom Thomas was only a friend of yours.
Why don't you go and ask him yourself? He could be your friend, too.
For thousands of years, wheels have been helping people all over the world. The wheel's ancestor is a log. People would put logs under heavy loads to move them. Then people came up with the idea of slicing the log and connecting the slices with an axle. And there it was, the wheel. Wheels made life more convenient. Later came wheels with spokes, metal rims, and rubber tires. Soon people were wheeling around the world in and on all sorts of vehicles. Potters, mills, clocks. There are just so many different uses for a wheel. And with the steam train, steamboat, and cars, wheels spread all over the world. They even reached the planet Mars. The wheel really is one of the simplest and yet most amazing of all human inventions.
Whew, it's off. So what's next?
Now you take out the inner tube.
You mean this rubber thing?
Yeah, that's your inner tube. There's a hole there somewhere.
Pump it up, Tom Thomas. Then we can see where the air's coming out.
That's not a good way to find the hole, Nolik.
Why isn't it good?
'Cause the hole might be really tiny.
Then how do you find it?
To find it, we need water.
How come?
Yeah, how come?
Now I get why we need water. There! See those tiny bubbles?
Yeah, do you see them?
That's the air from inside of the tube.
That means the hole is right there.
Nolik, you're a genius.
Hooray! Here's the hole I found. Look!
Will you let me put on the glue? In my pack-a-mat, I have just the right kind for this.
The hole is right here, right where I found it.
But first, we have to make sure that the rubber is dry.
Looks like it's dry.
Then let's put the glue on.
It's all fixed.
All right, it's ready to go.
Hooray! Digit, Tula, you coming with us?
I don't know. We weren't invited.
I'm sure he'll invite you. Right, Tom Thomas?
Of course I will. We're friends, aren't we?